Miriam used to locate our wells. When we were at stopping places, sure, we would perish. Moshe struck a rock. Water gushed. We were saved. Water from the most unlikely of sources. Water also speaks to the nature of relationship. Relationship is a living thing. We water our plants, the water goes in, they thrive. They give back the water, back to the air, where it gathers into raindrops and then falls to the earth. A living relationship. So as we enter into Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year, we look to our spiritual relationship. Is there any water there to be found? And what's more, is there divine water that wants to water our souls? There are two major bodies of water in the land of Israel. One is the Sea of Galilee, a beautiful lake 13 miles long, 7 miles wide, filled with fish, surrounded by lush foliage. The other body of water is the Dead Sea, 50 miles long, 11 miles wide, the shoreline of which is 1,300 feet below sea level. 7 million tons of water evaporate from the Dead Sea every day. The saline or salt content of the water of the Dead Sea ranges from 26% to 35%. Making it 10 times saltier than the oceans of the world. There's practically no seaweed or plant life of any kind in or around the water. Practically no fish of any kind swimming, squirming, living in or near the water. As a matter of fact, what you'll see on the shores of the sea is salt. White crystals of salt covering everything. According to extremescience.com, fish who accidentally swim into the waters from one of the several freshwater streams that feed the sea are killed instantly. Their bodies quickly coated with a preserving layer of salt crystals and then tossed onto shore by wind and waves. Good Shabbos. Both the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea are fed by the Jordan River. There's really only one difference between these two bodies of water, really only one thing that causes the Sea of Galilee to be beautiful and alive, while the Dead Sea is barren and lifeless. The Sea of Galilee has an outlet. The Dead Sea does not. Water flows through the Sea of Galilee. Water flows into the Dead Sea, but not out. What if water was a way of describing spiritual input and spiritual output? What if we dared believe our God is a living God? And we are alive, which means we have a relationship, a living relationship with the divine. Meaning the divine is not only receiving what we put out in prayer and reflection, etc., but the divine is also giving, just like living waters give life. Are we receiving what is being put out? Can we attune to that frequency? Yedi nefesh ידידותך מנופת צוף וכל טעם יגלנה ופרוס חביבי עלי את סוכת שלומך תאיר ארץ כמו כבודך נגילה ונשמחה בך מהר אהוב כי במועד וכונני כי ימי עולם יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי לי יאללה יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי לי Limno jameinu, limno jameinu, limno jameinu ken hoda v'navi levav chokhmah. Teach us to treasure each day. Teach us to treasure each day, that we may open our hearts to your wisdom. Oh, teach us to treasure each day. Treasure each day. Teach us to treasure each day. Each day, teach us to treasure each day. We continue with Psalm 98. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar. Hariyu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar. Hariyu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Iram mayam umlo, tevel ve'yoshvei Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar. Hariu lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umlo, Tevel ve'yoshveva, Neharot imcha uchav yachad, Harim yiranenu, Yiram hayam umlo, Tevel ve'yoshveva, Neharot imcha uchav yachad, Harim yiranenu. From singing in a way that invites in the whole natural world around us and all of those living instruments, trees, plants, animals, all in their unique beauty, we add the joy that comes from joining with and really attaching our hearts to the song of the world. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim. Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz. Havu l'Adonai kivod shemo ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai. Adonai lamabul yashav vayeshev, Adonai melech leolam, Adonai os le'amo yiten, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai. Before we enter into Anabakoach, where we pray that God helps us to untie our tangles, we take a moment to really get grounded, get in touch with where those tangles are located in our bodies, so that through a little bit of slow, deep breathing, we can begin to let go of those tangles, help them undo. So place your 2 feet evenly on the floor. Shabbos. Take a slow, deep breath in. And when it's time to let it out even more slowly than you breathed it in. This is key. Long, slow, deep breath in. Slowly let it out, even more slowly than your in-breath. taking stock of our bodies, starting with our scalp. Noticing, is there any musculature on the scalp that's tight and would like the opportunity to loosen just a little bit? Moving on to our ears, the skin underneath and behind our ears. Letting go of any tightness you find there. And moving on to our foreheads. Loosening our brows. Our eyes. Even our eyes in their sockets, can they relax just a little bit? Moving on to our cheeks. To our lips, to our tongue, loosening even at the root of our tongue. Ana bekoach. Gdulat yamincha tatir tzrura. With loving strength, untie our tangles. Ana bekoach. Ana bekoach, gedulat yamincha, tatir tzurura, ay alalai, lalalai, kaberinat, amcha sagvenu, toreinu nora, yai lalalai, source of mercy, with loving strength, untie our tangles. Ay, 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 raise us up. Oh, hear our hearts' cries. Accept our heart song. Yai, la, 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 la. Shabbatenu kabel, u'shema tzakatenu, Yodea ta'alumot, oy, 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 Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Le'olam va'ed, oy, 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 yai, lai, lai. Ya la 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 lecha dodi, ya la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nekabela, ya la la lecha dodi, ya la la likrat kala. Ya la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor, b'dibur echad, yishmiyanu el hamyuchad. Adonai אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה יאללה יאללה לך דודי יאללה לקראת כלה יאללה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה יאללה יאללה לך דודי יאללה לקראת כלה יאללה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה יאללה לך דודי יאללה לקראת כלה יאללה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמונה עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה יאללה לך דודי יאללה לקראת כלה יאללה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה יאללה לך דודי יאללה לקראת כלה יאללה פני שבת פני שבת נקבלה It feels so good to welcome Shabbat. Tov l'hodot l'Adonai. It is a beautiful and good thing to cultivate that sense of gratitude. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Tov leho להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה לה יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה לה יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. We rise as a community, taking a moment to look around us and notice who else is here. And as a community, we enter into formal prayer together. Can you believe we haven't been formally praying yet? But now we are. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu, dear one, Shekhinah, holy name. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. When I call on the light of my soul, I come home. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. We may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro mariv aravim. Sacred words, even the evenings. Wisdom opens gates locked around our hearts. Asher bidvaro mariv aravim. Bechokma poteach she'arim. Evening, the evenings. Evening the frayed edges of our lives. Ma'ariv, aravim. Amen. Understanding alters with the times, changing seasons, cycles divine. Uvidvuna meshaneh itim, umachalif et hazmanim. Evening, the evenings, evening the frayed edges of our lives. Ma'ariv, aravim, amen. Spirit of the night, we bless your name. Eternal light, eternal flame. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Evening, the evenings, evening the frayed edges of our lives. Ma'ariv, aravim, amen. Ata Adonai Hama'ariv Aravi. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, our source, whose love for us is eternal. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובדרך ובדרך ותפות בעיניך ובטח לעמם וזוזות ביתך וישעריך. תזכרו עשיתם כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. מי כמוך בעלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ילאי לי 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 ילאי לי לי ילאי לי 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 ילאי לי לי ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך מעתה ועד עולם. ושמוצתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ויעמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתרומם ויתפאר ויתרומם וינשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא v'meru. We rise for the Amidah, a silent Amidah, where we can pray the prayer of our heart this evening. If you'd like to follow along in the Siddur, the evening Amidah for Shabbat runs from pages 47 to 52. We will come out with Shalom Rav on page 52, also in our handouts. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Le'olam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol shalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. May indeed our prayers be blessed to bring greater peace into the world. Aleinu, it's upon us to turn those prayers into something that brings greater peace into the world. Please join me for this alternative. Aleinu v'hashevota el levavecha. We shall may these words, as they fall upon our hearts and into our hearts, serve as inspiration. V'hashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim v'hashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim v'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom ahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo We include in our hearts, in tonight's prayers, the following people whose yahrzeits fall this week: Erin Addison, Paulette Alia, Norma Ball, Sarah Brader, Solomon Elkin, Mikhail Gallant, Victor Gallatin, Bernard Gare, Stan Gertz, Albert Goldman, Barbara Fern Hammond, Bruce Karp, Harry Keller, Max Kirschner, Susan Kassoff, Robbie Levine, Chana Levy, H. Gates Terry Lloyd, Morris Malamed, Jerry Markovitz, Helen Netler, Abraham Rosenberg, Bernie Saltzman, Sarah Schneider, David Eduardo Steingard, Mira Tova Shiwak Elias, Rose Siegel, Francis Sperling, Mendel Sperling, Erdina Yolana Steiner, Elaine Stoller, Miriam Stryer, Ronald Udowin. We're also saying Kaddish for Gideon Hoffer, Lois Kluger, Beverly Bennett, Shulamit Wiseman, Robert Heftel, Ellen Monto, Richard Burke, Eva Killenny, Susan Chapnick, Phyllis Horwitz, Bill Liberson, Tamar Weaver, Rita Stuhl, Harvey Aaron Scher, Bennett Stark, Dottie Berman, Martha Olenek, Bonnie Weinstein, Sheldon Berry, Naomi Metter, Shoshana Buckwalter, Sybil Mintz, Jeffrey Aronson, Mimi Sunshine Koresh, Andrea Lynn Meislish, Evelyn Botkin, Sylvia Gordon, Carl Cohen, Isidore Fisher. Is there anyone who is reciting Mourner's Kaddish this evening whose name was not called? For whose name was not called? Okay. If it's your year of mourning, I invite you to rise. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma divra chirutei v'yomlich malchutei. B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei t'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagolag v'yizman kariv v'yimru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal Shemei d'Kudashah. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran v'yalma v'yimru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. U'useh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'yimru. May their memories be for a blessing. At this moment, I'd like to invite up Mac to share any important announcements.
Shabbat Shalom, friends.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks, everyone, for coming out on officially, I guess, the first Friday of fall, according to the weather. So tomorrow we have Slichot. Our service is at 8:30 p.m. So you'll come in the morning and then you'll come back at night and get more praying done. It'll be awesome. Also, the rabbi is giving our Slichot lecture this year. Last year we had a guest. And the rabbi will be teaching a class called Did You Know That You Can Make a Resolution Not to Do Someone Else's Dishes? What the Talmud can teach us about effective New Year's resolutions. I particularly love this resolution because I often get stuck doing all of the dishes. Kol Nidre, the Nidre part means vows, and so he will be teaching on the meaning of vows to God that individuals design for themselves in their spiritual and very practical life changes, and how you can negotiate the effects and responses of others who might be affected, like my husband, who will have to do his own dishes from now on. That's right. That's fair too. Following the text study and discussion, the rabbi will lead a brief yet poignant service. And please note that this is in person only. We will not be streaming any of the evening portion online. Then on Sunday morning, we have the first day of BIRS. Yay!
School.
It's going to be awesome. So that's our religious school for those who don't know. coming. I can't stop it. I really tried. But I hope to see you all in the sanctuary next Friday evening starting at 8. And our service will be followed by a dessert reception. And then I'll see you all back here next Saturday morning at 8:30. Sorry, not the regular 9:30. You'll have to get up earlier. For the first day of Rosh Hashanah. And then on Sunday, next Sunday, again at 8:30 for the second day of Rosh Hashanah. And then if you're not exhausted, you can come back the following week for some more, because we'll have Yom Kippur. And I can't stop Sukkot from coming either. It's all happening all at once. And what's not on here is that we also have a family tashlich service gathering that will happen at Gallup Park. That will be next Sunday afternoon at 4:30. And all of the details for all of this can be found on our website. If you haven't received your tickets yet, it's probably because you haven't turned in your membership renewal form, so get those in and you'll get the tickets in exchange. If you need to buy extra tickets, again, all of that info is on the website. Please get it to us as soon as possible so we can see you back here for a lot of services. It'll be awesome. Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
Whomever would like to see members. Harvey.
On Sunday, we also have 2 community events. Jewish Family Services has its Walk a Mile marathon to raise money for its year of activities at 9 a.m. Burns Park Elementary School. And the JCC has Apples and Honey at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Look for the J-Core table there.
Yeah. Beth Israel at the table as well.
And be sure to buy lots of Kona ice, flavored ice, because they're giving a portion of their proceeds to Chick-fil-A.
And that's at the Apples and Honey event.
At Everett.
And I think it's like from Auschwitz to the NBA. And there's food. There's free food for those who love eating.
I can't tell that, but Wednesday, that in the afternoon, a woman from the conservative movement who specializes in interfaith relations and intermarriage.
Karen McGinnity.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Oh.
more about it, so it's Wednesday.
I just briefly read the email, so I don't know what time it is.
She's
but
coming, she's really great.
she is really great. That I can confirm.
Until it's going away December.
Oh.
That's great. That's it. I don't know what time that is. Sorry.
Tilly Schmear's going away reception is at Corral, I think it's Thursday. Huh? Is it Monday? Okay, I'm sorry, Monday.
And I think that was included in our email that went out this Wednesday as well, so you can sift through your red emails and get more info on that.
Tilly did wonderful things for Hillel while she was here.
It's true.
Okay.
Are there more that I missed? It's a big 2 weeks for the Jews. It's gonna be awesome.
Yesh HaKoach, yes. And I'll just say, I won't see many of you for a little while because the next one of these, Aura of Shabbat, is not going to be until the end of October, the same weekend as, what's that holiday? Halloween. So looking forward to seeing you here then. If any of you are interested in learning these melodies and harmonies to these melodies, we gather here the same night as the Aura of Shabbat at 5:30 p.m., where we go over some of the melodies and some of the harmonies. So if you can get here that early, it's a lot of fun, and yeah, just come. We'd love to have you join. One thing we pray as we enter into this head of the year, that we find our way into sacred space, a sacred dwelling place for our hearts and our heads. And once we locate where that is, once we locate ourselves inside it, may we reside there all the days of our lives. Achad sha'alti me'et Adonai. This is the one thing that I ask. Achad sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Achad sha'alti me'et Adonai ota avakesh. Shivti b'veit Adonai kol yemei chayai lachazot b'noam Adonai ulevaker bechalom lachazot b'noam Adonai ulevaker bechalom. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Shivti b'veit Adonai kol yemei chayai lachazot b'noam Adonai ulevaker bechalom lachazot b'noam Adonai ulevaker bechalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shana Tova.